Hello, everyone. My name is Kristen Avalos with KristenAvalos.com, creator of the Your Life, Your Way transformational coaching system. And I am just enjoying the sun came out. There was a really nice rainstorm this morning when I woke up, so it was just really relaxing this morning. I was able to just lay in bed and listen to the thunder, and the rain was pouring down, and I was getting some work done. And now, as I'm making this video, the sun is out, so it's just amazing that how summer does these weather transitions. And I just wanted to be here in this video and talk about a topic that we love to hate on. We talk about this all the time, and me especially, I love this topic. As a women's empowerment coach, we're talking about fear. And I have made a lot of different videos about fear, and I always say that fear is one of those things. There are many facets to it. Fear in itself is a very primal emotion, but the ways that we stop ourselves from actually feeling fear and processing fear creates more problems. So we're going to do some tapping, and I've kind of been doing the theme this week in the Facebook group about the fear of failure. And I've been, one of the questions I asked was, what would you do if you felt like you wouldn't fail? And Pam, you said, I can't even wrap my mind around what it would be like to not have a fear of failure. And so I want you to just close your eyes for a minute. I'm going to do a really quick visualization, and I want to really bring this home for you so that it can make sense in how it works in your life. So I want you to just feel your breath as it's moving in and out of your body. I want you to feel yourself grounded, your feet touching the ground, allowing yourself to breathe in calm and clarity, and release any feelings that aren't serving you in this moment, acknowledging and honoring that they're there, but allowing them to release. And I want you to just think about a time where you really got your hopes up about something. You were really excited about something. You really wanted something specific to happen. And just allow your mind to paint a picture of yourself and your energy as you were excited, as you were hopeful, as you were feeling really positive. And I want you to just think about something that it just didn't happen for you. It didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to. It caused a lot of struggle. There was a lot of stress, a lot of heartbreak. So, for example, this could have been a relationship where you were in love and you felt like this was the one and everything was going for you, and then all of a sudden, out of, however it happened, slowly or quickly, but it ended. Something happened. Or it could have been a job. You were really excited. You were making this new salary. You were part of a team, and maybe you got laid off. Maybe you got fired. If you're in your own field you're an entrepreneur, maybe it was a promotion or an event that you were really excited about and no one showed up. Maybe you got some negative feedback. And just really notice how your energy changes. Allow yourself to see yourself back in that picture and notice how your energy is different. Maybe you're more fearful. Maybe your heart is a little bit more guarded now. Maybe you don't let yourself dream anymore. And just notice how some of those things have changed you, have changed your energy as you're looking at yourself in this picture. And when you're ready, open your eyes. So this is one of the types of exercises that I'll do with my clients to really allow them to see what is an incident that you're carrying with you. And this visualization allows you to see exactly the players involved and what happened and what led up to that. And that's something you can explore further either in journaling or through doing a breakthrough call with me or a tapping session. But those are the types of things that really put a laser focus on these situations. And maybe it's multiple situations, maybe it's just one in particular at this time, but that's a situation that has made you fearful about trying. That's the type of situation that has kept you guarded. And if you notice in this picture, your energy looked different. The way that you try to pursue things now is different if this hasn't been healed. So we're going to do some tapping. I know that was a long introduction, but I want to give you an example of some tapping that you can do for this idea of fearing to try again, fearing to open your heart again. And before we get started, just think about, allow yourself to answer this question as you're thinking about that image again. And the worst thing about that was, and write down your answer if you have a piece of paper handy, but some of the answers that I get, the worst thing was, I don't feel safe anymore. The worst thing was, I gave it everything that I had and it wasn't good enough. The worst thing was, I felt so ashamed. I felt so embarrassed. And allow yourself to sit with that, because that is very powerful. Those emotions that you get to there are very powerful, because that is the energy that you're bringing with you. You're bringing with you the judgments, the embarrassment, the heartbreak, the sadness, all of the things that haven't been processed because it's so painful to go back there. So take a deep breath in, and we're going to just jump into some tapping. I know you guys probably have a lot of different scenarios, so I'm going to keep this general. Here I am, thinking about this awful situation, this painful situation. Just thinking about it makes me want to cringe. It was awful. It was heartbreaking. I gave it my all. And that wasn't enough. I wasn't good enough. I didn't do enough. And it feels like I am weak and pathetic and useless. And I have a lot of judgments about myself, about that situation, about all the ways that it really should have been different, how I should have tried harder. I should have done better. I should have spoken up for myself. I should have fought more. And I didn't. And I have so many judgments about myself for that. I was weak. I was needy. I just don't accept that situation. It was awful. And I don't know if I could ever forgive myself. I don't know if I could ever forgive those other people, because now I don't feel safe. I don't feel good enough anymore. I don't feel like I can even try anymore. And that really drains my energy. It makes me feel so weak and so helpless. And I hated the way that I felt then. It was awful. All of this sadness and grief that I carry with me now. No one has ever honored it before. Not even me. So I'm choosing to honor it now. Okay, so take a deep breath in and breathe out. So I hope if there were some emotions that were brought up, that's some of the tapping that is really great to do, is to honor those emotions. It's okay to feel sadness about something that didn't happen. But what ends up happening is we get in this cycle of anxiety and we self-sabotage, we start to procrastinate because we're scared to even try again. And so we're going to do a positive round of tapping, and I'm going to show where we can reframe this thinking after we've done the work of really honoring and processing the emotions like sadness and anger and grief and all of those other emotions that it feels really painful to have to go through them. So take a deep breath in and breathe out. And again, with tapping, I say a phrase. This is a phrase that, I feel is going to resonate with you based on this topic. And then you repeat after me as you're tapping through these acupressure points, which is releasing the cortisol stress response that is happening in your body when emotions are stagnant within your system. And of course, stagnant emotions, energy that's not moving, is not healthy energy. It's a lower vibrating energy, which is where health issues can come in. It's where those self-defeating patterns come in, because you're constantly playing out those incidents over and over again in your mind, and then you're attracting more of that same thing that you actually don't want to happen. So we're going to jump in and do a positive round. Here I am. And I realize, looking back at that situation, that I was doing the best that I could do. I didn't know any better. I couldn't have done things any differently. I didn't know what was going to happen. How could I have ever expected that situation to play out the way it did? I was right to feel confident and hopeful, because I really did believe. I was guided into that situation for a reason. I really did learn a lot from that. It taught me how strong I am. It taught me how much courage I really do have inside. It showed me all of the people that were there to support me. It gave me a newfound sense of peace, knowing that I can really handle anything. If I could handle that, then there's really nothing that I can't handle. And even though that situation was really painful, I learned so much from it. And I wouldn't be where I am today without it. And I'm looking back to see how my energy affected that situation, how I played a part in it. And I'm learning from that. I'm learning to speak up. I'm learning to love more. My heart is more open now because I have more compassion. And there's so much good I can do with this strength and compassion. I can feel my energy moving now. Feeling excited to open my heart again. Feeling confident that I have learned something. And that I was really doing the best that I could do. I'm open to trying again. I'm open to exploring again. Knowing that this energy is so much more attractive. And I'm looking to manifest more. Because I deserve better than that. I've learned from that situation. And I can see now that I deserve better. Okay, go ahead, take a deep breath in. I know this is, I don't even know how long this is. This has been a long video, but if you're still here right now, I hope this was helpful. The positive tapping there is really going to show the fact that, you know what, when it comes to failure, there's no such thing as failure. That should be your big aha moment from this video, this tapping that I want you to see is that you were really doing the best that you could do. And you learned something from it. And so now you can be even better. You can love even more. You can be more a better employee. You can be a better partner. You can speak up for yourself before you get in a relationship that's just like the one from your past. So there is something of value that is gained from allowing yourself to experience a setback or a hardship. But you have to allow yourself to see that there is beauty in allowing yourself to just try, and allowing yourself to try with your whole heart and not with that fear and with those blockages of what might happen based on what's happened in the past. This tapping allows you then to move forward in a way that's going to have a better energy, and it's going to attract different situations because you're no longer holding on to that. So that's what I have to say about fear today and the fear of failure. I am doing Summer Sparkle tapping sessions until the end of the month, so there's still some time to schedule your tapping session. This is the kind of work that we do in coaching sessions, in tapping sessions. This is the kind of work. So if you really like this and this really resonates with you, I'm doing a special. This is a special discounted price of $50 for 45 minutes. And we're going to really focus in on how this connects to your life and how this can help you move forward. So if you're interested, I'll put the link in the text box above. And I look forward to tapping with some of you guys. So please leave a comment. Let me know what your big aha moment was. Let me know what sort of things came up for you in the tapping some of the insights, some of the memories. What specifically was your situation that you really had an aha moment with? So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.